Oh, it looks like we have one caller in her. Wait, let's see if we can get this call. Hold on, I gotta turn on.
Call.
Well, I didn't turn on the phone, so let's see if it rings through before. Oh, here we go. Can you hear that ringing? Can you
hear that.
Oh, you heard the ringing? All right,
Yeah.
Fakeologist, you're just catching me just before we go.
Yeah, I was listening to the show. It's been a great show. You and Mr. E, always a good conversation.
Is this John LeBon?
Yep, coming to you from beautiful Plovdiv, Bulgaria.
Hey, great. It says here you're calling from Illinois. That's funny.
I might also be based in beautiful Illinois. Yeah, so you were talking about this show Colony. That's the show where Season 3, Episode 11, they talk about how Seattle is going to be the ground zero for the reboot of civilization, right? Season 3, Episode 11. And when did Tedros say that the coronavirus can be characterized as a pandemic? It was March 11.
3/11, yeah.
So Season 3, Episode 11 is where they say that Seattle is going to be the ground zero for the reboot of civilization. And then according to the official story, where was the first case of coronavirus in America?
It was Seattle.
What are the odds of all of that? So I just had a quick question for Mr. E, because I know he's possibly the world's preeminent expert on this transvestigation thing. Do you think, Mr. E, some people go a little bit too far with this transvestigation thing? Do you think some people, they start analyzing their own family and friends through the transvestigation filter?
I do, yeah.
What do you think about it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, just probably like anything, people can go too far. People have sent me photos of like their family members, their mother, and they're like, "Is my mom a tranny?" Is like, probably not. You know, and there were other people out there who, maybe they were controlled opposition or something. Who knows? But there was like 5 other channels that seemed to hate me for some reason, even though I never did anything to them. But they would say things like, "Oh yeah, my wife was a tranny. My father." What that one guy said, his father was an FTM and gave birth to him or something. I mean, it's crazy stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, a little common sense goes a long way, I think. So it's easy to get.
All right, cool. Well, I know you guys have to wrap it up.
I think people do go too far. Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that. Well, one more quick question for you. What do you think about Reddit? You know this Reddit.com. It's one of the 10 most visited websites.
I never look at that. Yeah. I don't know much about it.
That's interesting because, well, there's lots of different subreddits, and I haven't checked to see if there's a transvestigation specific subreddit, but there are alternative and conspiracy subreddits. And I find it interesting how few people who are content creators seem to utilize Reddit as a resource for either getting information or sharing information. So that's why I wanted to ask you about that. But I know you guys have to wrap up the show, so I'm going to leave the show there. Thanks for the show tonight, and I'll call in again next week, Ab. Now that I've got this technology working, I'm going to be calling you more often, all right?
Hey, you're always welcome here, and you're always welcome, as I extended the welcome to Mr. E, to upload your videos directly to FakeoTube if you wanted to.
Fair enough. Oh, you guys take care. Thanks again. Cheers.
Thank you, John.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah, good show. He's also a big fan of Fakeologist, and I think of you, Mr. E. He's not really...
He has a channel?
Yeah, he is johnlebon.com. johnlebon.com. He makes his living off his website where he talks about media fakery and hoaxes and all that. He's not a big fan, I don't think, of transvestigation, but as I've told so many people, Mr. E is way more than just transvestigation. You've got the whole picture in pretty good shape. And we really haven't even talked about that tonight. We've talked about all kinds of other stuff that you're just as knowledgeable about. So that's why I think it's always good to have you on once a month, even though you have your own channel. It's just fun to talk about other stuff.
With regard to nobody died, nobody got hurt in these wars.
How dare you?